It's a new dawn, it's a new day. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. It's a new life for me, yeah. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. And I'm feeling good.
So we've now reached the part of the ceremony where you'll be making your vows to one another. And you'll be entering into a commitment to give love and comfort to each other at all times. I should remind you that the vows that you're about to make are binding. And can I please ask all of the guests to stand for this part of the ceremony? And Mark and Ian, I'd like you to turn and face each other because the vows that you're about to make are to each other. You might want to hold hands. So Mark, if you could please repeat after me. I call upon these persons here present to witness that I, Mark McFeely, do take thee, Carlos Ian Massa-Harris, to be my lawful wedded husband. And Ian. I call upon these persons here present to witness that I, Carlos Ian Massa-Harris, do take thee, Mark McFeely, to be my lawful wedded husband. So the guests may now be seated. Mark and Ian will seal their marriage contract with the giving of rings to each other. Now we've got to get the rings out again. Right, so Mark, if you could please first of all take the ring for Ian. And if you could place that on Ian's finger, and please repeat after me. I give you this ring as a token of my love for you. I look forward to our future together and the happiness we will share together. This ring is a lasting symbol of my promise to love and care for you. In the good times and bad, forevermore. Now Ian, if you could place that on Mark's finger, please repeat after me. I give you this ring as a token of my love for you. I look forward to our future together. And the happiness we will share together. This ring is a lasting symbol of my promise to love and care for you. In the good times and the bad. Forevermore. And may these rings, that by long tradition form the seal of the marriage contract, be a reminder of the vows that you've made to each other today. So Mark, Ian, you can relax a little bit. And I'd like to invite Fiona to come forward to give us a reading. Fiona.
This is an extract from Jane Austen's Persuasion. I must speak to you by such means as are within my reach. You pierce my soul. I am half agony, half hope. I offer myself to you. I have loved none but you. Unjust I may have been, weak and resentful I have been, but never inconstant. For you alone I think and plan. Have you not seen this? Can you fail to have understood my wishes? I had not waited even these 10 days could I have read your feelings, as I think you must have penetrated mine. I can hardly write. I am every instant hearing something which overpowers me. You sink your voice, but I can distinguish the tones of that voice when they would have been lost on others. Too good, too excellent creature, you do us justice indeed. You do believe that there is true attachment and constancy among men.
Thank you, Fiona. Marriage is the joining of two people, the union of two hearts. And today you have publicly confirmed your commitment to care for and support each other through the joys and sorrows of life. A marriage requires hard work, the ability to listen, the wisdom to know when we're wrong, and the strength to put things right. It requires honesty, patience, and a good dose of humour. And a good partner in such a marriage will be loving and faithful, but above all, your best friend. And may the love that you share today grow and strengthen throughout the years to come. And today will form a milestone in your lives, and you'll look back on it with love and happiness as the start of a new phase of your lives together. So Mark, Ian, you've made the declarations required by law, and you've made a solemn and binding contract with each other in the presence of your witnesses, your family, and your friends. So congratulations. I'm now pleased to inform you that you are legally married. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. And it gives me great pleasure to present Mark and Ian, the happy couple.
It's a new day. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new
Beyonce.
It's a new day.
Okay, guys, what you're going to do is come in either side. It's better than this at the moment, okay?
And I'm feeling
With drink. With drink.
Bring it over here. Food.
John.
Hello.
Johnny.
John. I've got food in my teeth now. I'm really cold, isn't it? I'm not actually. When you can, that is no. It's not.
Okay, guys, just as if somebody's chopped you here, needs to walk me. Lovely job.
Fridge under the elbow.
Right, everyone
Under
looking
my
at
elbow. There
me.
you go.
Guys, everyone look at me and say knickers.
Knickers!
Or lack of.
Lack of knickers. No knickers.
Spray tan. I've got.
Oh, we're very high.
I don't just hide the suspenders, guys. Something fun, guys, okay? Ready? That's it,
God.
that's it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go! Not happy. Oh, come on, we're feeling happy. Lovely. Look at me and say knickers.
Yeah.
Knickers. No knickers.
That's lovely. Everyone looking at me. Mark, that's it. And then Ian and Mark, snub your heads up. Okay, look at me and say happy.
Happy.
Say it like you mean it.
Okay, did you get happier than that though? Come on. Looking at me.
There we go. Good.
Okay. Next.
Johnny and Rich.
You're already getting into a kind of... I don't know, he's doing all this.
No face. No face.
Okay, and then a normal one. So just twist, guys, twist more towards his face. Get the willows in. Lovely. Look at me here, guys. Woo. Okay, not so serious.
What's he doing?
Both sides.
Ready?
I get both sides.
Jelly?
Smelly jelly.
Lovely, stay there. Say knickers.
Knickers.
You have to time it. Ian, we can even do it in that way.
I get hypothermia.
Not the moment. We do.
We're done. We're done.
Yo el maquillaje no pero me has separado, ¿eh? Te dice que me he pasado con el maquillaje, digo, que es Juan.
No, que te lo has pasado en frondita.
Ah, sí,
Son las señoras.
Mamá, tú también.
Perfect. Looking at me, guys. Lovely.
Closer.
You're a bit lost. Okay, guys, everyone looking at me. Look at me. 1, 2, 3. Ian and Mark, just stand a bit taller up. You're a bit... 2, 3. Stay there. Really cuddle. Lovely.
The woman put in here.
Guys, should you just twist to me this way? Then we'll twist to me. Lovely. Okay. Look at me and say smelly jelly.
Smelly jelly.
Come on, guys, we're feeling ready. 1, 2, 3.
Smelly jelly. Oh, lo que quieras.
Oh, why is it flashing out? Hang on, okay. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not
You
doing
can keep your arms in the air and just kind of kick, something like that.
Okay, all
Right.
So we're walking away and we're kicking.
But on the count of 3, we're going to
And then we
kick.
jump.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you're going to jump, but not straight. I want kind of like...
You want like
Up to one
A
side.
kicky leg.
Okay.
Okay, just say gay.
Yeah,
Just say gay leg. We know what we're doing.
That's it, Gaelic.
Okay.
Mary Poppins, Sim Chimney.
Ah,
Oh,
chim
okay,
chimney.
yeah.
Okay.
Sim Chimney.
You're in the middle.
Bit chim chimney. you know.
On 3.
You put your skin
Just,
dew in the right
you
place.
know.
So 1,
Yeah,
2.
exactly.
Everyone, the skin dew is meant to be on the inside.
I just learned
I
because
was
no one
right.
told me that.
Guys, can you just take about 5 steps over this way? So 3, you're going to kick. So start
On
walking.
3. What we're doing?
1, 2, 3, kick.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, kick. And again, and again.
All right.
Oh my god, you lay it underneath like.
So it's 1, 2, 3, kick.
Not on 3.
Kick which way?
On the 1, 2,
Owen's open.
1, 2, 3, kick.
Walk away, guys. Walk away. 1, 2, 3, kick. Perfect. Absolutely bloody perfect. Just
Brilliant.
one more. Just
Right.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, kick.
Good.
Amazing. I think I got it. Amazing. Okay. Now we'll just do 1. You're going to look straight above my head, okay?
Arse and face. I don't
Awesome.
No, not arse and face.
Are we looking?
Ready? 1, 2, 3, go! Yes. Fucking free.
Yeah, okay.
on,
Show
Welcome.
So we're going to see.
Oh, mine's not showing.
Mine's not showing. Let's do it again.
1, 2, 3, go! Yes. Right, only got. So even stay where you are. Just lift your
just look
skirts,
at her,
all right? Ready? 1, 2, 3,
Look.
go! Yes, that was better.
Shall we let you go?
Yes, thank you.
Ladies, good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, please slap one hand against the other if you will. Go wild, go crazy for the 2 best men I know, John and Johnny. Thank you. It's on good. Right, welcome everyone, and the millions watching at home, obviously, via webcam. Thank you. No wave, everyone. Firstly, a disclaimer. Johnny and I have been told that we absolutely cannot talk about sex and other unsavoury type situations this speech. So in light of that, there's nothing really else left to say, is there, other than to toast the happy couple. Cheers, everyone. Joking. So anyway, I'm just going to start by saying a big thank you to everyone for coming today, and I include Ian in that, as I know he has a very busy schedule. How this workaholic managed to squeeze in a wedding in amongst the Hollywood shoots, operas and charitable events, I have no idea. I would say cloning, but here is a one of a kind. Also, more than one of Ian would be slightly terrifying, I think we can all agree. I would also like to give a special shout out to Johnny Hooley. Where are you? At the back, yes. He's responsible for creating this stunning number that Ian is in tonight. This is in particularly in light of what Ian originally showed all of us as a concept idea. It was Jafar from Aladdin, everyone, in full turban and stuffed parrot. So we're thank God for Mr. Hooley throwing that out the window. Although saying that, I don't know about you guys, but I for one am slightly disappointed there isn't a comedy turban and stuffed parrot. So in light of that, thank you, Johnny, for giving us a bit of Jafar love there. Thank you. Maybe something for the Kaylee later, Ian. You know, Ian's always ahead of the curve style-wise, so take note, fashionistas in the audience, this is going to be next season's number. Ian has been my good friend for many, many, many years, and yet he still surprises, delights and annoys in equal measure. He's always been an old soul. Although we met when we were both in our early 20s, in his head Ian has always been at least 50. A symptom, I think, of this premature mental ageing is Ian has his own concept of time. I call it Ian Mean Time, and it's set about 2 hours behind everyone else. If you get a message saying, "Darling, just getting on the bus," it means he's just got out of the shower. "Darling, I'm literally 10 minutes away," it means he's in Madrid. One thing that you could never fault Ian on, though, was his sense of style. Seriously, though, Ian really knows how to paint a face. But even if it's his own on a packed tube in rush hour. In fact, this is probably how he prefers to apply makeup, travelling at 60 miles an hour underground with shit lighting and a full audience. Now we'll hear some anecdotes from someone who knows Ian very, very well. I'll hand over to Johnny.
Right, thank you. Ian ran off already. Oh, there he is. Right. So, hang on. Polly needs a pocket. You gonna stay? No, you're not. Okay. Sit. Be scared. Be very scared. Right. So I'm going to take you into the distant past. Not too distant, just last century. And it was a dark, seedy nightclub on a Thursday night. I'd just been dancing my tits off to some pop trash, probably Steps. Never mind. And I thought I'd just sit down in a booth, and along came this long-haired Nancy, face painted like a slap cat's ass, in electric blue trousers, and sat down next to me. 15 years later, and I'm his best man.
Cheers.
Cheers to that. Well, after that, we thought it'd be kind of a giggle. So I lived together. 3 flats-ish. 5 years later, and I'm still having therapy for it. 5 years living with Ian, I've learned a few tricks. And one of the best ones is how to mix chemicals in the bathroom. I have never met anyone who can weaponize bleach as quickly as Ian. He loves that smell. Washing any toilet pan, any sink, the amount of lungs I've had to have replaced because of him is insane.
You've got to get the place clean.
There's clean, and then there's, you know, the UN has banned some of the things you've created in that bathroom. There are some good things about, you know, living with Ian's overactive imagination. There was this one time when myself, JP, Ian, were in the house around midnight. This is out in Kensington, you know, Glenn. Ian convinced us there was a ghost in the house. Convinced us. So there's us 3 walking around with a frying pan, a carving knife, and a rolling pin. What the hell were we going to do to a ghost, Ian? What the hell?
Just happened to
You're wondering why I have put up with him for so long. It's because we do have great nights out. He gravitates to any stage, be it in a theatre, in a club. In a club, he then promptly gravitates off the stage face first because he falls off of it. Guaranteed. Oh, thank you. Don't worry, embarrassment nearly over. I would blame that he's got an alcohol issue, but thanks to your, you know, inheritance and your Spanish genes, you've probably been drinking since 10. So, cheers to that. Wet the whistle. So, we've been through a lot, Ian, and I'm sure we're going to go through so much more. So, to wrap this up, I'm going to pass back to my other host, and we're going to get on with the drinking.
Cheers. Cheers. Right, a lot's been said about Ian that could be called superficial elements, but his best qualities are those behind the makeup. This is one individual who seamlessly combines both style and substance. That substance consists of an incredible work ethic and passion for all he does, combined with fierce loyalty and a deep-seated love for those nearest and dearest him. He is the type of friend that if you need him, he will be there for you at a moment's notice.
Even if you don't want it?
No. Often not. Often not. And will offer you his above all honest advice. But in a world, do you know what though? In a world full of sycophants and a billion acquaintances, it's refreshing and reassuring that there is a friend who will tell you what you need to hear and not what you want to hear. Yeah. He might not be on time. In fact, he's never really on time. But know that he will always be there for each and every one of you. And I'm honoured and proud to call him one of my best friends. I'm so pleased to see you so happy, and I just know that the both of you will have many happy years together. So on that note, if you could all raise your glasses to the happy couple, Ian and Mark. Stay standing. Got one more toast as well, because obviously all these fabulous things I've said about Ian wouldn't be possible without one particular individual. So, no, I said stay standing. Listen, Ian. Jesus. Yeah, shut your face. Right. It wouldn't be possible without one fabulous lady. I want to make a toast to Judith Massa-Harris. Everyone raise your glasses to this amazing lady who's raised a fabulous boy. To Judith. And now I'm going to hand over to Liz, who's going to tell us some very interesting things about Mark, I'm sure.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hello. Where do I start this? I'm here to welcome Mark into this family. I'm conscious that a lot of us have known Ian for a lot longer than we've known Mark, but Mark has become a very important part of our lives over the last 4 or 5 years. And I think it's very important that we're all here to support them both as a couple. I've known Ian longer than I've known Mark, in the way that a lot of you have. And so a lot about Mark is very discreet and quiet, and we don't know a lot about what happened until he met Ian. Except that in the car yesterday we were sharing some stories that I might be able to share here. But I'm afraid they're not that amazing, apart from the fact that he used to drink a lot. He used to be a 15 pints a night man. And those of us that know Mark today know that he struggles with a couple of glasses of rosé, never mind 15 pints of heavy. I was very honoured when I was asked to be best woman. It's not something I've done before, and I'm obviously a different generation, to the extent that some people have asked me if I'm Mark's mother. I assure you I'm not. So, in thinking about what I was going to talk about as a best woman's speech, I was trying to think, what should I say? Well, I've never been married myself, so I don't know what it's like to have a husband. And I certainly don't know what it's like to be part of a married couple. So I did a bit of research about husbands. It's all right, I'm not looking for a husband, it's fine. I found something about learner husbands. And there were 5 things. It says, everyone needs their own space. Think about sheds. And we know now that Mark's got a shed, particularly those of you that have seen pictures of the new garden that he's created. Don't put the kibosh on your social life. Keep your own circles of friends. and socialise as a couple as well. And I think we both know that they're very good at socialising together. So I don't think there's any problem with that in any shape or form. Keep your own activities and hobbies. Well, I think we're pretty sure that Mark won't be going to all of the operas that Ian sings in. So I think we're fairly clear that that one's a tick for this couple. Accept that there will be disagreements. And we know that these two can argue like cat and dog. But the key is making up afterwards. And the really big thing is not to go to sleep on an argument. Sort arguments before you go to bed every night. And then remember that there's no right or wrong. There are just different ways of looking at things. Now, I was looking at finishing with a poem, and last night I was sitting in a bed at Greyshot Spa, just down the road from here, with 3 different poetry books. And I had just about got to the poem that I wanted to share with you this evening. And then something pinged into my inbox. And I'm going to read this literally as it came into my inbox. No, I'd won the lottery. No, I hadn't. So this is what pinged into my inbox at 1 o'clock this morning. If Liz is reading this out, it can mean only one thing. The 100 quid I sent her for replacing her speech with mine must have hit the bank. Thank you, Liz. It's all right, I'm letting the translation catch up, it's fine. It was during one of our regular, once every 20 year or so chats, when Mark asked me, "Would you like an invite to my wedding, Uncle Tom?" Immediately I tried to picture the little bride-to-be, and for a reason that only God and my therapist know, I pictured Bubbles from AbFab. I can't explain it in my head. She was Bubbles, but with a foreign accent. And yes, I did say she. It wasn't until I received an email from Ian that I realised Mark was playing for the right team. He'd not only followed his favourite uncle into hospitality, but he'd given the puff thing a try too. Well done.
Translate that.
Tell you later, right. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am, Mark. Thank God your godmother passed away last year. If she was live today, this would be all my fault. Tell me, was it? Did you read the news article in the Daily Record back in 2006 about me and your Auntie Darren getting married at the British Consulate? I know your grandmother did. Or was it the radio interview on the BBC? I would mention all of the international media coverage to try and help you recall, but your guests may get the wrong impression of me and think that these words are nothing more than a cheap attempt at shameless self-promotion. I'd hate that. Seriously though, I wish I could take the credit for this wonderful, beautiful bringing together of two souls, but I shouldn't. Well, not all of it. Now I know a microphone and a room full of queens can end up making a cage fight look like a Buddhist meditation session. So I suppose I'd better finish off with something about you, Mark. You are, after all, my favourite nephew. It's weird, I normally use that line in a very, very different circumstance. Well, when one owns a gay club, I tend to have a few favourite nephews. Does that
Sorry.
Have you caught up?
Yes, carry on.
Ian, you'd probably like me to tell you something about Mark. It's hard to know where to start, really. I'm his favourite uncle, but you already knew that. He was a quiet child, very mischievous though. I imagine that's why he was so quiet. It takes a lot of scheming and conniving being a mischievous little queen in the McFeely clan. As for advice, this advice is for Ian. As for advice, keep your frocks locked up. I thought Mark was just being a little bastard when he kept stealing his sister's dolls and dresses. If only I'd known. Lastly, it goes without saying that I wish I could be reading this out in person, especially as I'm not sure that Liz will know when to emphasise the punchlines. But let's face it, 100 quid to Liz is a lot cheaper than a first-class flight and a few weeks at the Dorchester. To Mark and Ian, may you both live a long and happy and healthy life as one. God bless your favourite and only uncle, Tom. See you on your honeymoon, boys. Now there's a line I never thought I'd utter. So we know a little bit more about Mark now because of Uncle Tom. And there's no show without punch, is there? I'd like to add my personal congratulations to both of them. They have become very good, very solid friends to me and have supported me through quite a lot of changes in my life over the last few years. I am so honoured to be here today to be part of their very special day. I enjoy being part of their family as they are of mine. I think Mark was a bit worried that Ian was about to run away because Ian's been living with me for the last 7 or 8 weeks. He's been using my house up in Manchester and then my flat just to accommodate the work that he's doing, or so he says. But we've arrived here today, cake intact, which I picked up in Manchester, and it took up the whole of my back seat. That was a trauma in itself.
And my makeup kit.
And your makeup kit, which filled the rest of the car. Literally. But hey guys, Mark, Ian, congratulations. I wish you a long, healthy, peaceful, loving life together. And if I could ask you all to be upstanding for a toast. To Ian and Mark.
To Ian and Mark. You can clap.
Thank you. Thank you, Liz, for such beautiful words. From the only person you'll hear speaking tonight wearing knickers, I believe. Maybe, okay. There's a bet on there. And now, please, clap your hands, go crazy for Mark. Or Ian. Ian's speaking, sorry. Hurry, thank you.
Thank you. I'm not going to use the microphone, so don't worry.
No feedback.
I'm going to do one in Spanish first, and then I'll do it in English. Is that right?
Yeah.
Quería daros muchas gracias de Mark y yo por venir todo aquí, estar con nosotros. And can everyone wave at the camera? Ana y Charo. Sandro. There we go. I'm now going to thank you very much for everyone for coming. It's been a bit of a roller coaster, hasn't it? I'm not very easy to get on with. I'm quite difficult. Poor Mark puts up with 150% of everything I have to say and do. I do argue, but here we are. And I think I've learned to keep my mouth shut sometimes. Very often. Anyway, I would just like to be upstanding and wish my husband to be... My husband!
It's happened!
Congratulations to Mark from me. And now I'm going to pass you on to my lovely husband.
Okay, guys. Sorry, everybody hear me now? So, I do have a very husky voice at the moment. And believe it or not, I've actually not written anything or prepared anything in advance, so just bear with me. I don't know where it's going to go. Well, I'm not keeping up. Okay. So, first of all, a massive thank you for everybody who's been here to celebrate today with us. It means so much for me and you, my husband and me, so thank you very much. Obviously, there's been a lot of planning in the organisation for this, and obviously this is only the first part of the wedding, so I'm not trying to keep you up too long. So I hope everybody's enjoyed the food and the venue. Tonight, everybody is expected to dance, no excuses. Day one has been my operation, so I hope everybody enjoys it. So thank you for that. I want to thank the Spanish people specifically for making the effort to come here and to thank them for actually accepting me as part of the family. So thank you very much. For my mother-in-law, Judith. Thank you. Yes. I've just got to say a massive thank you, because without you, you know, where would we be? Yes. So a massive thank you for that. I know that you've got celebrations coming later in the week, so I'm not going to embarrass you too much. But there is some flowers somewhere just to give you, because I believe that is tradition. So just a little thank you from myself and you. So that's the first bouquet of flowers gone. Now, obviously, after that, and my mother not being here for whatever reason, we won't discuss in public. There's one bouquet left, and the only person I could think that I could go to would be to Liz. So moving on from that, we've got the little table quiz I set everybody. So we've had lots of various answers to that, but I'm going to enlighten everybody now. Basically, most of them are references to music that we had at the wedding. Even if it wasn't, we couldn't hear it. So the first song was This Table Here, which was our song that we entered to, which is Feeling Good by Nina Simone, that I happened to choose as I heard it, and I just thought that was quite appropriate with Ian floating in here doing his kind of can-can routine.
Yeah.
Didn't quite go that way, thank God. But the songs and the meanings are really good here. We've also got the song which wasn't really heard that well, which was the song when they signed the register to, which was For the Love of a Princess, which is this table here. Yes. So that's the second one. The third one was, what was the song, Ian?
Sorry?
You should be listening. How can you translate if you can't even listen? Welcome to Married Life.
Sorry.
Story of my life, yes? What was the last song that you chose?
Oh yes, sorry. It's Beethoven's Five Secrets by the Piano Guys. And the reason I chose it is because I saw it in London Fashion Week. And the models were sashaying up and down. I was with Katrina, in fact. And we loved it so much. And it's Beethoven. So, you know, classical, modern. So we chose it. There you are.
Okay, so next one we have is the one which confused everybody, was House of Brewer.
House of Brewer. Where's House of Brewer?
Hey! Yeah. Because you're right at the back, it's actually, House of Brewer is one of the places in the North Highlands of Scotland. It's a very beautiful venue, a place, with beautiful country walks and waterfalls and everything. It's just a beautiful place me and Ian have been to, and I thought it was a nice thing to mention as a reference. Next one, Ian. Ian, let's go to be two people, not just you.
Sorry. I'm explaining House of Brewer.
Yes. And what was your character's name?
Mima.
So,
Now,
Mima.
I have to say, I've got to tell you this. When Mark met me, he sat through 3.5 hours of me being taught Wagner. Not singing it, being taught. Now that's it. You are
Right. So, I think we've named all the tables. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody have missed off, apart from the top table?
Neeps and tatties, you've
Yes, and what's the one behind?
Persuasion.
Persuasion was obviously the reading that Ian chose, that Fiona read out beautifully. So, thank you. Neeps and tatties was just actually a curveball, just to throw it in there, just to add something Scottish to it. It's just obviously, it's something neeps and tatties. So it wasn't on the menu, but that's what we had. Yes. And the only other one is top table, which is called Once Upon a December, because in Ian's mind we met in December.
We originally met in November, however it didn't fit with my theme for day 2. So I changed it.
So, with that, I've just got a couple more things to do. I've got a couple...
Finish unit.
Sorry, just to translate, he's actually pointing at a pillar.
Carry on.
That's all I see up here. So, if my husband could come over here, please.
Take the stage here.
No, not today.
Okay. We have some gifts to give out.
We have got some gifts to give out.
So, it's just a couple of gifts. So these are just for the top table, and just going to explain to you. We're giving one to each of the best people. right? It's a little symbol of our appreciation, and it's a Scottish thing from ourselves. So rather than open it, I'm going to tell you what it is. Sorry? Okay, so it's a little quiche. A quiche is a traditional Scottish cup with two handles. It's not actually given, that's just a ceremonial thing of that. But it's traditionally given as a symbol of friendship. So obviously they board all your friendship that you've got and the future that we'll have together. Yes? And as you look at it, because they're too small to be a drink from, you just think of the meaning behind it. Yes? In case you thought, well, we're a bit stingy as well, because there's no... I've got to say it's the way it is, yes? We couldn't be bothered doing favours or anything because that's too much hard work. But what I have done or arranged or have arranged is a sweet cart outside so everybody can help themselves. Alright? So I think I've bored everybody long enough. So I'd just like to ask everybody to raise their glass and actually toast to me, to my husband, Mr. Ian Massa-Harris.
Sorry guys, one little one. My Spanish family would like to say a little thing, so I will now translate the other way. This is my aunt. Excuse me. My aunt, Catchy.
Hola. Buenas tardes, buenas tardes. No quisiera que os marcharais cualquiera de vosotros sin haber oído nuestro idioma. Es un idioma hermoso, es un idioma de sentimientos. Me acuerdo cuando mi cuñada vino por primera vez a España. Ella no sabía nada español. Y me doy cuenta de lo mal que lo tuvo que pasar. Porque yo ahora no os entiendo a vosotros. Ha pasado ya 30 años. O 40. Casi. Han pasado ya unos cuantos años y bueno, ella sabe español, pero yo no sé inglés, pero siento en el corazón vuestro afecto. Nuestro idioma no es un idioma como el vuestro, quizás, con tantos matices. Nosotros somos mucho más dramáticos. Quizá nuestras raíces mediterráneas, latinas, nos hacen más trágicos, pero tenemos el mismo corazón y probablemente los mismos sentimientos. Yo os agradezco a todos vosotros estar aquí con mis sobrinos, con Mar, con Ian, Mar para siempre, sobrino nuestro, y para todos vosotros. Gracias.
Stand up and touch yourselves, please. Slangibar!
Slangibar! Next thing on.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. Doesn't go any further.
Mind your fingers.
They have ways to get from where they are to the other end of the set. I don't care how you do it. You could piggyback, backflip, Gangnam style, whatever the fox says. Whatever you like, as long as you get from where you are to the other end of the set. No, just, it's easier. I mean, they get to do less if you do the arches, but that is a good way to go. We're going to do it without the arches. So we're just going to go all the way down, 16 beats, however you like. And go! 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Thank you very much.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, and the dreams that you dream of once in a love